Hello, hi. Hi, how are you? This is Denise with Minty Green Mama, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm excited. This channel has been born out of a couple things. One, I think my husband is tired of hearing me talk about tarot cards and oracle cards, so I'm moving it onto YouTube. And secondly, I am a mom of three young children, 5 and under, and we have been working to bring more magic and working with the seasons and all of that on a daily basis as part of our everyday life. And so this channel is kind of going to be dedicated to creating, a magical home environment, and for me, part of that is daily reflection with cards. So today, I am so excited to start my channel out with a review on the Blue Messiah reading cards. Is that backwards? I think that's backwards. Anyway, Blue Messiah reading cards. It is a gorgeous deck, and I was so excited to see it when I saw it on Amazon. And it wasn't going to be out for a while, so I have been following this deck for a little while and seeing when it was going to be available, and it actually came available a little bit earlier than I thought it would, so I went ahead and ordered it. I do not have the author, Nari Anastasia. I do not have her other deck, which is the Cosmic reading cards, I believe, but that is definitely on my wish list. And I saw the cover of this, and I just loved it. I was like, that it just connected with me, and so I decided it's called Transformational Cards for the Soul, which I just love. So yeah, so went ahead and got these, and it has, of course, the gorgeous little magnetic closure thing, which I love. This is the Rockpool Publishing reading cards, and I have another of their reading cards decks, and I just love it. And it's just so nice, and it keeps the cards like so tidy. I love putting my cards in bags, but when they come in nice boxes like this, I tend to just keep them in the box because they sit so nicely on the shelf that way. So I just wanted to share some of the gorgeous artwork and everything here. I know I do have a few friends that have been wanting to see this, so here you go. So it comes, like I said, in this gorgeous hard box, and the guidebooks for these are just lovely. And I'm sorry if that's backwards, but I am developing my technological abilities. I am not there yet. So, but you can still see how gorgeous the artwork is. And the back of the book is actually the same as the backs of the cards, which is adorable. And so I just love their books. They have like the nice full color images. They have it's like that glossy, paper, and it's a nice size book. It's not like just a little lightweight paper book. And there's 36 cards. And it starts out, I've only just glanced through this. I just got it. I haven't worked with it yet. But what I like, there's not a lot of information. I kind of wish there was a little bit more information about the background of these cards, and how they came about, and more about the meaning of Blue Messiah. I'm going to have to look that up. And I'm also going to check out her website. I believe it lists, narianastasia.com, because I love her artwork, and I would love to know a little bit more about how she creates her artwork, and just more about her process. So I'm definitely going to check that out. When it starts out, it says, it does say that the Blue Messiah reading cards have been divinely created as a universal heart compass to guide and support humanity through the immense changes and energy shifts occurring presently on planet Earth, comprising 36 thought-provoking visionary cards, assist you to move through the Messiah Oracle with greater understanding and ease. So it says, if you have been drawn to this oracle deck, the Blue Messiah invites you to continue your journey with renewed passion and vitality to shine your light and increase the luminous radiance of your chakras, your growing rainbow body. And that's something else I was surprised when I glanced through this, is I did not know, and perhaps I didn't remember from the description. Like on the back it says, with an open heart, allow the wisdom of the Blue Messiah to guide you to the greater cosmos within you. Trust that this oracle will guide your soul to a place of miracles, which is just beautiful. I was not aware that there was so much connection between these cards and chakras. And I love working with chakras, and so I was really, really pleased to see that. So she goes into, a little bit of how to use the cards, a little prayer, reading the cards for somebody else, and there is, there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So there are 4 card spreads. A little thing about self-care, and then it kind of has a little thing about the chakras. And it lists different food and different crystals that are associated with each of the 7 main chakras, and then also it lists the element, I guess, that each chakra was associated with. And now I was not aware of how, she works up from the base chakra as being associated with the earth, which I completely understand. But then she works up, so earth, water, fire, air, sound, light, and thought. And thought I get, and light, and sound I think I get too. But air for the heart chakra I thought was interesting. I wasn't aware of these elemental associations before, and I've always associated the heart chakra with like emotions and water, I guess, because I associate water with emotions. So that was interesting for me. And then it just goes into the cards. So I just think that, it's just enough information. It leaves a lot. You could do a lot intuitively with these. You don't have to go through reading the book, but what I do like about the guidebook is that below each of the titles is a quote. So this one is authenticity. So for the authenticity card, which I love this, it's like a woman taking off a mask, which, it's very intuitive. I think you can get authenticity from that, or, removing the mask, or depending on the situation, maybe, putting on a mask in a certain situation. So, and the quote is, authenticity is a daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are, by Brene Brown. So it's a little nun. So I think that's beautiful. And then there's a little bit of information about the meaning of the card, the information that the card is bringing through. Let's see. So, dear one, release any fears you hold about what others may expect from you. See, I like this. This deck, I feel like the meanings of the cards are like a little, like they're deep. They're pretty deep. For me, it's, reflecting on that message is takes a lot of self-reflection. It's not like a fluffy, like everything's fine kind of card deck. Is not really dark, but it's not like a light fluffy one, which I kind of like that, because it also not only does it say the chakras that these are associated with, these actually have this one particular card has 2 chakras, solar plexus and throat, which I guess you can kind of see with the orangish colors here, and the yellow. So I guess yellow for solar plexus, and then the blue for the throat chakra. I don't know if that's intentional, but it doesn't look like there's any borders or anything that indicate the different chakras for each card. So it might just be in the guidebook. In this case, there's actually, and then see, and it does have like a little spiral. I don't know if you can see that, but it has like a little spiral on her throat. Little dot and like a little outward spiral of dots, which at her throat chakra. So it's interesting, I guess, because you're expressing yourself authentically, which makes sense. So then there's a little exercise. What does authenticity mean to you? Something you can journal about, and then an affirmation. In this case, it's I am courageous and free, living a life authentically, being me. And that one rhymes too, so that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So that's nice. And that's a lovely card. At first, this one didn't strike me as my favorite, when I was glancing through, but I really do like it. I love the artwork on these. So I'm just going to go through a few of the cards because I think the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. So this is Blue Flame. And then this one is the Blue Messiah. Excuse me, Blue Messiah. And this is the image from the front of the box and the front of the guidebook. And I just wanted to kind of see. The Blue Messiah lives within you, dear soul. Shine this truth with unconditional love and compassion. With an open heart and open mind, share your loving light with the world. That's beautiful. I mean, it is kind of a lighter deck, but it's not like, oh, everything's great and fine. You've got a lot of work to do. You can do a lot of work with this deck. You can do a lot of inner work, which I like. Practice unconditional love and compassion to all, even those not aligned with your soul. That's hard to do. That's not necessarily something you can journal. I mean, you can definitely do some journaling regarding that, but practice. It seems like nowadays everything is so polarized and people are in like these completely different camps where they're not seeing other people's point of view. So I think that definitely that practicing compassion for people that you don't necessarily see eye to eye with can be very, very challenging. So that's interesting. And I fell in love with this image, and this is why one of the reasons I bought the deck. And the backs are gorgeous too. But I just love the artwork in this. I think you could really do a lot intuitively by looking at these cards. Blue Star. Ooh, wow, this is interesting. Conscious words. That is really interesting, that image. Huh. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll save some for review. Energy exchange. Oh, this one's interesting. Evolution. Oh my gosh. Well, they're all gorgeous. Faith. I think this one is really powerful. This one is called False God. I have to see what that is. Darkness is the absence of light. Ego is the absence of awareness. Osho. Many people associate false gods to the worship of statues, idols, and deities which are outside of their religion and belief systems. They don't, however, recognize the false god hiding within themselves. This god is the voice of the ego. You can tell if another is coming from the place of the ego or by truth by the fruits of their tree. Good trees bear good fruit that inspire light, peace, and oneness through love. It was interesting. I'm always interested how people interpret or, think of the ego, because I think on one hand, it's vilified a lot, and I also think it's very necessary for survival. But it does stand, I think, in the way of us really living a full life and learning. It can stand in the way of you evolving and learning, is my personal opinion. So I think this is an interesting way of looking at it. It's an interesting thought. The fruits of their tree. And there's a little visualization. Oh my gosh, Golden Treasures. It's gorgeous. I love the colors. Love the colors. Oh my gosh, Heart Compass. I feel like you could just pull one of these, and that's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to pull one and set it on my altar space and just use it as a focal point for meditation. Oh my gosh. Just going to save a few for surprises, although there's so many good reviews out there. But life purpose, magnetism, oh my goodness gracious, nature's wisdom. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. It just looks gorgeous. I love how it looks like it's kind of cracked, like the image is kind of cracked. Just, it's like a layer. It's just like, I don't know, it's got layers and like textures to it. That's just really, really gorgeous to look at. And it just gives you, like, because of the layers, I think, and like the different textures, I think that this would be really good. You can kind of like see like your own designs and images in this image and gain your own viewpoints, you know, and your own messages, I think, besides what's listed in the book. So I think that's going to be fun to play with and see what comes up. Rainbow body. Sacred union. Ooh, self-love. My goodness. There's just, I feel like these are just very powerful images. I love this one, soul travel, and it looks like, to me it looks like, you know, this, I don't know if you can see it very well, this camera, but it looks almost like the little veins of a leaf coming out through there. Oh, it's right in front of my face. That's the thing, I get so lost looking at, when I get a new deck, it's gorgeous, and I just want to go over it, and I forget what I'm doing. Soul vessel. Sound healing. Oh my gosh. I think this is going to be a deck where I actually read the guidebook. I don't always go through and read guidebooks, but I glance through them, but I don't always like read it like a book. But these are nice. They're not like so much information. It's only, including the about the author, is only 82 pages. So I definitely think that that's doable. Even, you know, I have 3 kids and time is precious, but I can definitely do that. Oh my gosh, look at this starseed. That is gorgeous. Love that. And oh, the visionary. That to me is like a very alien vibe. I think it's supposed to be kind of an alien vibe, and I just love that. I think that's so cool. I'm a big alien. I like aliens. Tree of life. Oh, gorgeous. All right, and then, oh my gosh. All right, well, I'll show one more. Just so beautiful. Vibration. Vibration. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous. Okay, and there's 36 cards total, so not a huge deck. But it's nice and bendy. Very nice. All right, so let me pull one card. Shuffle them up really well and pull one card and see what this deck wants to tell me. Why, I like to ask, you know, why has this deck come into my life? Because even though I bought it, I know that there is more of a meaning than that. You know, there's a reason that this card is coming into my life. All right. Ooh, soul vessel. Soul vessel. And it's like, it's hard to see, this camera's not the greatest, but it's like she's got roots coming down there, like a tree roots. And so then this is her, and she's got like almost like branches coming out. And of course the a little light, orb of light where her, heart is, heart chakra. And it's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So let's see what that one says. Soul vessel. Okay, through unconditional love for your body as well as your soul, you cultivate wholeness and purity of spirit. And that's a quote by Nari, so I'm assuming that's the Nari, the author. If this card has come to you, it is time to purify your soul's vessel. It is the body through which your soul is able to live, grow, and experience life in the density of this world. Maintaining your soul's vessel is essential for having a more enjoyable life experience. Your body is your personal indicator of how things are going in all areas of your life. That's just the first paragraph. It actually has a pretty decent little bit of information here. The chakras are the solar plexus and the heart. And the exercise is to choose healthier food options. This is so wild. This is like the exact perfect card that I need right now. Like, I'm going through something in my life and I needed this card. And then it has an affirmation. And then, so I'm tempted to put this on my altar space with some crystals that are associated with the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra. And then, doing a meditation journal exercise, but then also using the affirmation and having that out because they're just gorgeous. This isn't a deck that I just want to put away. I love all my decks though, probably. But I want to leave this one out so I can see it. That's just beautiful. You could just fall in. It's just like, you could just really, get into this artwork. So, all right. So that is it for my first video, and it was so much fun talking to myself basically about the cards because because I'm the one that wants to hear it. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for sticking around till the end, and have a wonderful, blessed day. Talk to you later.